Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to Cooking with Shay. Tonight we're actually going to have curry chicken. This is boneless, skinless thighs that I've chopped down into bite-sized pieces. I, of course, left some of the fat on some of them, and I trimmed some fat off of the others. Fat is flavor, as I always say, so of course you want to leave some of that behind. We're going to start with seasoning up our chicken. I have, again, avocado oil here. I'm going to put maybe about a tablespoon or so. That's just going to help our seasonings adhere to our chicken. And now here we go. We've got a tablespoon or so of garlic, teaspoon or so of pepper, black pepper. I'm going to use Maggie's Chicken Bouillon. I would say maybe a teaspoon or so. Don't want to use a lot. It is salty. We're going to go with a little bit of paprika this time. I'm going to do some regular complete seasoning as everyone knows it. I would say a tablespoon of that. And then my hit maker is going to be that total seasoning from Lawry's that I love, as I've already shown before, and I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons of that. Now I'm going to go in, I like the lemon and herb Old Bay. I'm going to go in with a little of that. I'll say about a teaspoon and a half actually. And because we put the chicken bouillon, I'm going to put a pinch of salt, literally a pinch. I'm actually going to add a little bit more of the oil. And we're going to get in here. Now that we have that part mixed all in, now the piece of the resistance, which is going to be our curry powder. And I'm going to put quite a bit, about 2 tablespoons of curry powder in our chicken. I always say if you can't smell it, it's not there. Okay. Alright, as we can see, our chicken is lovely seasoned. And I'm going to let this sit in our refrigerator for about 45 minutes to an hour. The longer, the better. And I'll see you after that. Alright guys, actually I've decided to show you a different thing tonight. As well as our curry chicken, we're also going to have candy yams. I'm going to do them from scratch, so I figured I would show you how. I just got finished cutting up our sweet potatoes. Now I'm going to just grab the dish that I'm going to prepare it in. I'm going to take some of this coconut oil, which is better for you than any other spray besides olive oil and avocado oil. And I'm just going to toss my potatoes right in there. I'm going to take roughly a teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to go with about a tablespoon of dark brown sugar. I'm also going to add maybe a tablespoon or so of some white granulated sugar. I'm going to put a pinch of salt, maybe 2. That's only going to bring out our sugar flavors. And we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. I'm going to take this and we're going to cover it with aluminum foil, and we're going to put in our preheated 300-degree oven and let it bake. I'm not adding any liquids to this because sweet potatoes are going to give off their own liquid, and I will come back and show you how we're going to get started with our chicken, as well as show you what our sweet potatoes look like. Back, this is what my yams essentially look like at this point. It's been about 30 minutes. I did add a little butter. That's what I forgot to tell you guys. At this point, I want to also show you that it forms its own juices. This is why we did not add anything liquid to it before we put it in the oven. So I'm going to give it a stir. We're going to cover it back up, and we're going to sit it back in the oven. Next step, we're going to take a pan and we're going to toss some olive oil in it. Actually, I'm sorry, this is avocado oil. And I have my heat on medium heat. And we're going to just sit our chicken pieces right in there. As I said, I cut some of the fat off some of them and left some fat on others. This pan should be big enough for me to get all of my pieces in one layer. If you want a really good brown, you want them in one layer. I'm going to set them all in here, as I said, in one layer. Then we're going to put the lid on them, and we're going to let them go. Don't bother them for about 3 minutes, and then we'll come back and show you exactly what we're working with. Okay guys, it's been about 3 minutes. Gonna give my chicken a look-see. And that is what you want. Nice, beautiful brown color. I'm going to try and flip them over. It's very flavorful, I can smell it. As I said, if you can't smell it, it's not there. Alright, we're going to do about another 3-4 minutes or so, and then we'll see what we're looking like. Alright y'all, it's been another 3 minutes. Looks good. We're going to give it a stir. And now, on top of the oil that we put in here, it actually created a little bit of its own liquid. So I'm going to leave the top off for about another 3. And we're going to see where we're at with this liquid to see if we can go ahead and continue our process on our curry chicken. Alright y'all, we're going to step back in the world of yams. Here is our yams. After, I want to say it's been a total of 50 minutes. We still got a little ways to go. We're going to give it a stir, put the lid on, and put it back in the oven. Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 3 minutes. It's dried up quite a bit, and it looks gorgeous. So at this point, what I did was I took the bowl that I seasoned my curry chicken in, and I put a 14.5-ounce can of chicken broth in it, and got as much seasoning as I can out of the bowl. And now we're going to add it. Give it a nice stir. And we're going to put the lid on it and put it in our oven that we have preheated at the 300 degrees alongside of our potatoes. Alright guys, this is our candy yams. That is the consistency you want with your juices. Nice and thick, covering all of the potatoes. This looks gorgeous, guys. Our chicken is almost done. This is after about an hour of cooking our sweet potatoes. So now we have candied yams. Alright guys, this is after about 30 minutes. Looking good, looking good. This over here, guys, is a cornstarch slurry. I'm just going to add it. Give it a stir so that it is evenly distributed. And we're going to go another 15-20 minutes. And we should have some beautiful thickened gravy and some wonderful, delicious chicken. Alright guys, here we are. It's been about 20 minutes later. Yes, this is what we want. This is what we want to see. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You can give me some tips. You can comment on whatever it is you would like for me to make next. I might do a Q&A with y'all so y'all can see my face at some point, but right now I'm not in the mood. Anyway, again, thank you and have a nice night. Goodbye. Alright guys, here's our finished plate of our wonderful curry chicken. I made some white rice and we got some candy yams.